So adding birds to the marked birds database mainly revolves around adding goals that are part of European projects. And these projects typically use a combination of one or more collar rings that are fitted to either the tarsus or the tibia. And usually it's accompanied by a small meta ring on which the code is shown horizontally. And the database also allows you to add oyster catches that also belong to Dutch projects. And for all these projects, there's a nice little display that shows you how and where the rings were fitted. But what about other species or birds that belong to other projects? Can you add these as well? Well, yes and no. So for any project for which I don't have such a nice display, rings can still be added, but they will be shown in list view mode. So here I've got a herringull that is fitted with a wing tag. And because I don't have a display that shows the wing on which the wing tag is displayed, I can use what I call the list view mode. And this works pretty well for most projects, so that can definitely be used. But there are also projects which I think it doesn't work. So for instance, for weighted type projects that use small uncoded rings with or without a flag, you can still add all these rings to the system and you can display them in list view mode, but it's not really the presentation that I'm after. But I'm hoping to add support for weighted type projects in an upcoming version. So my advice would be to currently not use the database for tracking weighted type projects, but definitely use it for tracking other projects such as wing tags, nasal saddles, or neck collars. So how is this done? Well, we need to be in the bird overview layout as we are here. And to add a bird, we click on Add a Bird with Markers. And for all these projects here at the top, these projects are all displayed in this nice visual display. And for all other projects, we need to use the standard form. And if we open it, we see a very basic form. And we pretty much work our way from top to bottom and fill in all the fields for which we have information. So let's say we want to add a herringull that is fitted with wing tags. We enter the species. And here we can enter the markers that are fitted. There's a couple of rules for using these fields. If there is a metal marker, then it has to be added to the first row. So you can choose between metal or aluminum. From the list you can set the position. So let's say it was fitted to the tarsus left leg. You can add the code if you have it and the ringing station. So let's use a German project, Hiddensee for instance. And the other fields can be used to enter other types of markers. So for instance, you could add a flag, leg rings that are coded, leg rings that are uncoded, nasal saddle, a neck collar, or in this case a wing tag. We can set the color. Inscription color is automatically set. We can set the position. And then we can add the code and a reading direction. If you want, you can still choose to use the visual display, but most of the time you're better off with using the list view. Ringing details are pretty much self-explanatory. If you have them, you can enter them here. Adding observation I will discuss in another video, as well as the option Add Another Bird. Current marker code is automatically generated, but you will probably have to adjust it. So in this case I would use notation blue AA. And that's it. Then you can add it to the system.